I got a story for you guys. You ever have one of those random nights when you're just driving and then you see some car lights behind you that just it kind of have been staying back there a little too long? Yeah, we've all been there, the paranoia of thinking someone's following us, but I have a story for when it actually happened to me. So this would have been around September of 2023. Me, the wife, and the kid, we were all out just looking at the Halloween decorations because you know people be throwing those up as soon as September hits, if not before that. We stopped to take a look at this skeleton that like had a motion sensor that would make it move and glow and whatnot. We were like, oh, that's cool. We were taking a picture. Then we saw this car pulling up and we decided to go ahead and take off. Now, we didn't immediately leave the area because there were still other houses we were taking a look at, and we just decided to move on to another house. However, not long after we started taking off, I started to notice that this car was going everywhere that we were. Keep in mind, the area that we were in wasn't one of like high population or anything. Like it was a neighborhood full of a lot of houses, but you didn't see a lot of traffic moving through there often. So naturally, I start to get a little paranoid and I start taking random routes. Lo and behold, without fail, that car stayed behind me every single time. Sometimes I would loop around the same exact road just to see if they would still do it, and they would. So it's at this point now I've officially decided, okay, we're being followed, we might be in danger. So essentially what I decided to do was I decided to lead them into a little trap of my own. See, the fact that they were following didn't mean anything because I knew that road better than they did, clearly. And I was much smarter. So essentially at the end of a road, there is a road that leads out into the main road. You can go left or right, but before that, like right at the corner, is a gas station. So as this car is following me, I pull into the gas station and start going back down the road we just came from. After that, I duck into this cul-de-sac that does not have an exit. Now, keep in mind, it was purposefully planned. You also have to remember it's also very late at night, it's dark, and there are no streetlights down this road. Knowing I'd gotten out of eyeshot, I decided to park at the bottom of the cul-de-sac, turn the lights off, and just wait. Without fail, that car went straight by, and the second it did, I bolted out of there. And don't think that just because I bolted out of there, that didn't mean I was still looking. I looked at the car behind me and it had stopped, pulled into a driveway, and turned around and had come back out. Next thing I did was I bolted down the road and drove past the cops station. Look, I don't care what anyone says about cops, but no one is going to mess with you if you go to a police station in order to protect yourself. You are heavily safer in those situations than you are going straight home. You never know if this person's going to follow you, and when you have your family in the car, all bets are off. All that to say, don't tell the driver that he's paranoid about a car following behind because he could be right. I mean, my wife was telling me I was paranoid about it all the time because it never happened, yet the one time it did happen, I was so glad that I was paranoid about it. All that to say, stay safe out there, guys, because you never know who's following behind you.